Right, friends, give me 4 minutes, I'll show you how to make some of the most incredible potatoes that you've ever had. This is so simple, so easy to do. Look at that tasty goodness, I tell you. Creamy potatoes with a bit of garlic, you cannot go wrong. Bye-bye, friends. Right, what you want to do, get yourself about 1.2 kilos of white potatoes, peel them obviously, and then you want to slice them as thin as you possibly can, like that. Or if you've got one, obviously you could spend ages doing it like that. If you've got one, get one of these things, grip hold, and you go like this. Obviously very carefully, you don't want to cut yourself, and you end up with all these perfect little slices. So I'll do all these tatties, they won't take long, and then we'll rinse them in a bowl. Right, so when you've sliced them all, give them a good rinse. Then you want to get yourself a dish, and just arrange them like this. You don't have to be too fancy for the bottom rows. Just make sure that they're pretty much level and even. For the top row, I've got a top tip. Save a load of potatoes that are about the same size, and then you can put them on, make it look real nice, but we'll catch up with that in a second. Right, so when you've finished arranging the potatoes, that's basically what it looks like. It might look a little uneven, but as it cooks in its own sauce, which is what we're about to make now, it'll sort of level down, it'll compress itself, and the potato will basically bake in the creamy mixture. So what you want to do, you want 500 millilitres of double cream. There's 300. Call that about 500. Into that you want to put a good splash of double milk, full fat milk, even. Double milk, full fat milk. Into that you want to put a bit of a sprinkle of salt and a good sprinkle of white pepper. Yeah, about that much. And into that you want 3 cloves of crushed garlic. Right, let it just sort of gently come to the boil, not to the boil, but just simmer it for about 10 minutes. And then we'll pour it over the potatoes and we'll go with it. Bye friends. Right friends, so the creamy mixture has just simmered now for about 10 minutes. So you want to run it through a sieve onto the potato. If you've got a little bit too much, just leave it in the pan. You don't want to go too high with the liquid, because as you cook it, it will boil up. Now what I do, I'll pop it into the oven now. There you go, it's about perfect, that look. Lovely, lovely. There we go. I'll pop it into the oven, about 120 degrees centigrade for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. If you cook it, hi friends, if you cook it low and slow, then it generally tends not to bubble over. All the tatties, it'll all flatten down. Go on, we'll pop it in. Hang on, there we go. Woo, look at that, that's a close up. Yeah, it'll all flatten down, and we'll just go with it. Just make sure you've got a nice golden top, and it will be beautiful. We'll have a look when it's cooked. Bye-bye, friends. Right, friends, so we've had a couple of hours in the oven. Grab hold of that, son. Good lad. Right, I'll just dish one load up. Hopefully. Does it look good and creamy, son?
Yes, it does.
That is what this Dauphinoise potato looks like when it's cooked. Absolutely beautiful. Really easy to do. I highly recommend having a go at this, friends. How can we get in? There we go. That is beautiful. Go on, let's sling a load of gravy on it and then we'll crack on. Oh, there's the lamb shank. I'll leave a link for the lamb shank in the description. It's an old video. There you go, no game. Can't have enough gravy. And coffee. I think you like coffee as well, don't you? Coffee? You like coffee, don't you, gravy? You like gravy, don't you, coffee? There you go, friends. Right, Dauphinoise potatoes, really easy to do. I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye, friends.